Now on CoastTV News.
First alert fog, many areas on Delmarva dealing with scenes like this one in Seaford. You can see that low hanging clouds. We'll get the latest from meteorologist Bob Trihey. Minivan rescue in Marsh, how first responders were able to overcome challenges to get passengers stuck inside that vehicle to safety.
This is CoastTV News Midday.
Good morning and thank you for joining us. I'm Matt Pensick and welcome to CoastTV News Midday. And we continue to deal with conditions that have triggered a first alert weather day. Let's check out the scene in Millsboro. This is DuPont Boulevard near John Jane Williams Highway, and you can see some of the fog that we've been experiencing. Not as thick as we saw north of this in Seaford, northwest of that in Seaford. So from Millsboro, we're now going to go to Dover. This will be a live look at the Delaware State Capitol, and not as much fog there. So as it looks like, at least in our path, you go a little bit further north, not a lot of fog, but we saw that soup in Seaford. And First Alert meteorologist Bob Trihey is joining us now with a first look at First Alert weather. And all this dampness is lingering, Bob, as we get closer to noon.
Yeah, absolutely, Matt. Good morning to you. It is a soggy Thursday morning out there. Of course, we've been plagued by this fog all morning. We had the rain melting a lot of the snow. The ground is cold, and it does vary in intensity, the visibility. We do have a dense fog advisory for all of Sussex County. This goes until noon from Lewes to Jones Crossroads to Laurel. Also, the Atlantic Ocean and Delaware Bay, a dense marine fog advisory until noon. Also including the eastern shore until the noon hour. Visibility is a little worse as you make your way across Highway 9 in Georgetown, around 2 miles here. It looked like it was not as bad across southern Sussex County. 3 miles in Salisbury, about 3/4 of a mile in fog in Ocean City. So be careful out there. Use a low beam headlights. We are seeing a few showers now from Bridgeville to Milford, Millsboro. Nothing like we saw this morning with the heavier rain. Also a few showers south of Salisbury and a few sprinkles for the eastern shore. As we have one front coming through now, there's another one back to the west, and that will come through later today and then eventually dry us out, and we'll see a big cool down with time. But not right now. It's mild with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. Winter coming in out of the southwest, at times gusting over 20 miles per hour. So as we go through the afternoon, here's noon, a few lingering showers on Futurecast, and then as we go into the mid-afternoon, I think we're looking at temperatures right around 50, and then we start to see clearing skies as it gets much colder, but foggy the next couple of hours, mild with highs around 50, then sharply colder into Friday, Valentine's Day. More rain for the weekend. Active pattern continues. More on that coming up in just a bit.
All right, thank you, Bob. Now, weather could have been a factor in a Tuesday night Millsboro crash. It ended up being a challenging rescue for first responders. Here are some pictures of that from the Indian River Volunteer Fire Company. This was just before 9 p.m. A Dodge Caravan went off the road near Route 24 and Hazard Lane, and as you can see, it went into the water. According to the fire company, ladders, like we're showing you here, had to be used to get people out of the van to safety. They were taken to a nearby medical facility. Do not have an update yet on their status. And last night, the Ocean City Fire Department reported that they had to make a water rescue on Sunset Boulevard. This was around 9 p.m. The department says the victim was safely rescued and taken to a hospital. Now we're going to give you a live look at the U.S. Capitol in Washington, D.C. We're going to the Senate floor. Right now they are having the debate and the vote on President Donald Trump's nominee for Health Secretary Robert F. Kennedy. This is live going on right now. Kennedy Jr. is expected to have enough votes for confirmation. In the other chamber in Congress, the House of Representatives, a hearing also taking place today over some of the millions of dollars in spending that has been reported by Trump's Department of Government Efficiency. Happening today, work on the 2026 fiscal year budget in Lewes, and we've been going through it. We actually have been going through the copy of it here, and what we have found is that the city's actually looking to increase its expenses compared to 2025. What we are seeing is over $4 million in additional expenses for the new fiscal year, and one of the largest increases is police, up nearly $700,000 from the current budget. The new fiscal year in Lewes is scheduled to begin on April 1st. Some of the options people are using to deal with high egg prices are now coming with a word of caution in Delaware. And this from the state's agricultural department for people who are buying baby chickens, hoping to raise them to later produce eggs. Officials say they do not plan to stop the sale of the birds in Delaware. They say the risk of avian flu spreading to hatcheries is low, but Here's their concern. There are concerns when you add those new baby chicks in with the current flocks.
If you already have a flock, bring those birds back, keeping them separate for at least 30 days to make sure that there's no disease being communicated between the new birds and the established flock.
And agricultural officials say their goal for people raising backyard flocks is that they do it in the safest way possible. Got developing news in Maryland, and this has an impact on watermen who work on the Chesapeake Bay. There was a bill making its way through the General Assembly. It's called the Chesapeake Bay Legacy Act, which supporters say will help in the continuing effort of cleaning up the bay. It would also allow watermen to process fish with a Japanese technique known as ikejime. The method makes the meat taste better and actually increase in value when selling it. Under the legislation, a license would not be required for Maryland watermen to use the technique. This does open the door for potentially more watermen to do it.
Usually it consists of a head spike and then a thin wire that they run down the spine of the fish, which severs all the nerve endings that can lead for a product that has a longer shelf life and a better taste profile.
The Chesapeake Bay Legacy Act still in the early stages of discussion in Annapolis, and if passed, the legislation would take effect July 1st in Maryland. Warwick Community College has a new taxpayer-funded grant it says will help improve campus security. The college says money will go towards better access on controlling the access on building doors and upgrades to video surveillance cameras. Warwick says the money they are receiving is about $260,000. Coming up, missed opportunities for intervention. That is part of what landed one man in jail, and we will show you how he is now teaching others from his experience. That when CoastTV News Midday returns.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
Capture your favorite moments at the CoastTV photo booth. Strike a pose and snap a pic, all for free. View previous pictures and see the next event at CoastTV.com under the Features tab. The CoastTV photo booth, sponsored by Baths by Spicer Brothers.
Water, nature's ultimate cleaner. We drink it, we bathe in it. Think water, think steam, think clean. Now harness the power of water with the H2O X5 5-in-1 steam cleaning system.
I'm so impressed with the X5.
It's an all-in-one product. I can use it throughout my entire house.
It's cleaning, it's sanitizing, there's no chemicals in it. It's just steam.
This is unbelievable. There is no more odor.
You could spend over $500 to purchase the products that the X5 5-in-1 Miracle replaces. Order your H2O X5 steam cleaning system, a $500 value, for just 4 easy payments of $43. Order now and we'll upgrade your X5 package. We'll add a 6th mode with a dusting and polishing wand. Valued at over $30, this extra bonus attachment makes your H2O X5 the H2O X6. That means your 10-piece system becomes a 12-piece system at no extra cost to you. All for just 3 easy payments of $43. Call or click right now.
Get the CoastTV First Alert Weather app with live satellite and radar, severe weather alerts, and extended forecast. Download the free CoastTV First Alert Weather app, sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
As she let the horses graze on the property, she left the property and the horses unattended.
Life together on a horse farm wasn't so stable.
The defendant's boyfriend's broken down truck is right here.
What is his truck doing to your house?
I have no idea.
Now, who will be saddled with the damage?
As the horse got itself wedged between the two trucks, the hoofs were hitting my truck.
If the boyfriend's dead truck wasn't there, then the horse wouldn't be stuck.
Next, Judge Judy.
Thursday at 2 on CoastTV.
One poor decision can change a life, and in the case of one man, it did. He is using his experience, though, to help others. And in this week's Coastal Connections, Zakia Jennings introduces us to him and the program he began behind the walls of Sussex Correctional Institution.
When you look at a prison, you might think of punishment and a lack of freedom. But behind the prison walls of Sussex Correctional Institution came something great. Behind these prison walls came a story of triumph. Behind these prison walls came Missed Ops. Missed Ops is a local nonprofit whose focus is to provide statewide re-entry coordination, re-entry coaching, peer coaching, and mentoring to those who are incarcerated and to those who are just coming out of prison. Khalil Abdar Rashid, the founder of Missed Ops, says his purpose in life all started at Sussex Correctional Institution in Georgetown.
I went to prison when I was 17 for first-degree murder. I was sentenced to natural life plus 5 years in prison. I served 25 years and 27 days incarcerated. During my incarceration, that's where my growth began.
In 2008, Abdar Rashid was preparing to go before the Board of Pardons. His counselor asked him to write down his life story. As he wrote down his story, he realized all of the missed opportunities for intervention. He then turned his story into a book called Black Boy Lost, and now has a program by the same name where he goes into schools and shares his stories with students and teachers.
I was talking to my wife, and we were talking about my book, and we just kept talking about all of these opportunities that people had to intervene in my life to keep it from going where it was going.
Natasha Hughes worked at multiple Delaware Department of Corrections facilities, starting out in medical and ultimately overseeing the mental health unit.
As I always say, the fight's not out here, the fight's in here, right? And so I'm here to continue watering and cultivating the seeds that I planted behind the fence.
Hughes now serves on the board for Missed Ops. Abdar Rashid goes back to the same facility to host victim impact classes. It's a class that allows the inmates to understand the impact of their crimes on other people. They even get to hear from someone directly impacted by a crime. Overall, Khalil isn't just passionate about helping people re-enter society, but he's passionate about keeping them there. Simply put, Missed Ops is Abdar Rashid's way of using his missed opportunities to give opportunities to others. For Coastal Connections, I'm Zakia Jennings.
This morning's weather forecast courtesy of Baths by Spicer Brothers, a Delmarva tradition for over 20 years.
Shower your home with love with a new bath from Baths by Spicer Brothers. Our factory-trained experts can transform your space into one you'll love in as little as 1 day.
And with our price match guarantee and our done right guarantee, you can have peace of mind knowing your new bath or shower will last a lifetime. Right now, get 50% off installation, plus take advantage of no interest and no payments until 2026.
Call to schedule your free in-home consultation. Baths by Spicer Brothers, because you deserve the best.
On August 1st of 1924, my great-grandfather, Samuel E. Shockley, met in Willards with a small group of men.
The only way that they could allocate capital through this area of Wicomico County was to build a bank.
They wanted a bank that could be used by the common man.
It's really rewarding to hear a customer who comes in and says, you know, your grandfather gave me my first loan.
It will not be about machines, computers, cell phones. Banking will always be about people.
No other artist has been able to have this kind of effect.
Her impact is so much more than just being an artist who puts out music.
It's welcoming, unifying community.
The Swift Effect, Episode 4, A Legacy in the Making. Saturday at noon on Coast TV. Sponsored locally on Coast TV by Pohanka Kia, delivering dreams to driveways.
Delmarva's hit music station, 102.5 WBOC.
Delmarva faced another winter storm, and once again, the Coast TV First Alert weather team was ready.
Just being able to see has become a problem.
Tracking, alerting, keeping you prepared wherever you were. TV, radio, online, and social.
And we'll continue to keep you up to date.
We kept you covered with the information you needed to stay safe.
Could be heavy at times as we go into the afternoon hours.
Coast TV First Alert weather. Your safety, our commitment. Inside Edition's Allison Hall's return after her breast cancer diagnosis.
I've decided to get a double mastectomy.
Next, Inside Edition.
Today at 5:30 on Coast TV.
Coming up.
I need my son to know how proud I am of him.
Wow, that's great to hear.
It's an emotional dream with the Long Island medium, Teresa Caputo.
Tell her heaven is for real.
Thursday at noon on Coast TV.
Certainly has been an active couple of days across Delmarva. We had the snow yesterday, then the rain late yesterday and last night into this morning, and the fog this morning. Right now, not looking too foggy, but lots of clouds on our FH4 camera in Cambridge right now. 39 for you. Maybe some breaks in the clouds this afternoon. We do start to dry it out with temperatures in the mid to upper 40s. But the yellow alert continues through this morning. We have dense fog and dense fog advisories. Visibility still less than a mile at times in some places in Sussex County. We get a brief break on Friday, Valentine's Day, sunny, breezy, and colder. And then a wet weekend. The rain comes right back later Saturday into Sunday. Here's our dense fog advisory now for Kent County. This goes until noon. The fog not as thick farther southern parts of Sussex County, but farther north into deeper snowpack, Georgetown, Milford, Milton, Lewes, Bridgeville. We're definitely seeing some thicker fog there. Also a dense marine fog advisory for the Atlantic Ocean and Delaware Bay and the eastern shore around east and back through Grove. You're looking at a dense fog advisory until the noon hour. In fact, the whole state of Delaware is under that dense fog advisory. 2 miles officially as far as the visibility goes in the fog in Georgetown. 1 3/4 miles Salisbury, 3/4 of a mile in Ocean City. Some places less than a half mile. But we are seeing some showers moving in now, and that will tend to lift the fog. Some showers around Millsboro. These are pretty light near Milford as well, near the state line around Selbyville, and then points south from Pittsville to Ocean Pines. Whiteburg, you're seeing some showers, and right now just cloudy for the eastern shore. As we're seeing the real heavy rain moving offshore. Actually, some breaks in the clouds well to our west as a cold front is headed our way. So we'll be seeing the clouds, a few more showers up until the noon hour. Then I think we'll see some breaks in the overcast into the afternoon. And behind this front, it is really cold air that will be building in for Valentine's Day and into a part of the weekend. Right now, temperature's pretty mild out there, mid to even upper 40s. 49 Rehoboth Beach, Bethany Beach at 49 right now. Wind starting to pick up out of the southwest, gusting over 20 miles per hour at times at the coast, and that will tend to scour out the fog as we go into the afternoon. But here's the noon hour on Futurecast. We're looking at some scattered showers. Winds picking up out of the southwest, that fog beginning to lift by 2:30, around 50 in Long Neck, 49 in Millsboro, and then we'll start to see the milder weather give way to chillier weather this evening as the front comes through. Winds out of the northwest and pretty cold through the overnight into Friday morning. Temperatures in the 20s and low 30s, feeling much colder with the wind. We're seeing a lot of sunshine for your Valentine's Day, but highs only into the upper 30s. Then the clouds increase into Saturday morning, and by noon we're looking at 30s and low 40s. I think that'll be warm enough for the onset of just mainly rain later Saturday into Saturday night and Sunday. And some of this rain could be heavy. We do have a yellow alert Sunday for heavier rain. Then that moves out, and it's just cold to start the work week. And we could see upwards of about 1.5 inches to maybe up closer to 2 inches of rain as we go into Sunday and Monday, as we're looking at gusty winds today and this evening over 30 miles per hour, and that will be a cold wind, making it feel much colder than the actual temperatures as those winds are strong once again into late Friday morning, gusting close to 30 miles per hour as colder air builds in. 51 decreasing clouds this afternoon, becoming breezy, 28 tonight, much colder than 39 for your Valentine's Day. A good excuse to snuggle with your significant other. Paul Davis 7-day forecast. Rain breaks out later Saturday, 46, 61 on Sunday with a yellow alert day, then much colder into early next week. Lorraine Bueller from Selbyville is our umbrella winner. Congratulations to her from Paul Davis and Coast TV.
Thanks, Bob. And coming up tonight on the Delmarva Sports Network, live NCAA women's college basketball when Maryland Eastern Shore takes on Howard University. That game's at 8:30. The final score at 10:30. Also on the DSM Plus app, you get that game plus these. 5:15, Henlopen Conference Girls Basketball, Sussex Central and Delmar. At 6, Bayside Conference Boys Hoops, Kent County and Washington. 6:30, it's Girls Hoops in Northern Delaware, Tower Hill and Padua. 7, watch Virginia High School Boys Basketball, Nandua and Arcadia. We'll be right back after this.
Stop. Don't buy that boat till you visit Rudy Marine's open house sales event, February 12th through the 22nd. Huge inventory and lower pricing than all regional boat shows. Plus, free service contract with every boat purchase. Rudy Marine's open house sales event. Don't miss it.
Coaches make a difference for their athletes and communities, and we want to honor them.
Each month, the Preston Automotive Group will select a coach who makes a difference and donate $500 to their organization. Then at the end of the year, 3 of these coaches will receive an additional donation to their program.
The coach can be from any sport at any level, up to and including high school.
Nominate your coach today at DelmarvaSportsNetwork.com.
Delmarva Sports Network's Coach Who Makes a Difference. Sponsored by Preston Automotive Group.
You push it. You try to hold them shut, but your doors won't stay closed no matter what. Introducing Ruby Monkey Magnets. Ultra-thin magnetic plates that will keep your doors and drawers shut. Just peel to reveal the super strong adhesive. Place the monkey, then the magnet, and close. Installation is that simple, and now you have a door that will stay shut. The secret is the ultra-strong industrial magnet's powerful attraction that holds tight. Monkey magnets work on most surfaces and are perfect for cabinets, dresser drawers, sliding closet doors, and more. Even your outdoor problems are solved in an instant because they're corrosion and rust resistant. Call or go online now to get 8 sets of monkey magnets for only $9.99. Due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get monkey magnets at this low price. There is a strict limit of 1 house pack per order. Call now.
Call 1-800-453-9032. That's 1-800-453-9032. Call or visit GetMonkeyMagnets.com. So call 1-800-453-9032 now.
Join America's favorite game.
You never know what's going to happen.
For the I can't believe it. And always for the unexpected.
Treat yourself a round of sausage.
That's not it, but thank you.
Thursday at 7 on CoastTV.
Everything has led to this.
The Jeopardy Tournament of Champions.
Who will claim the prize? $250,000.
Anything can happen in a game of Jeopardy.
Thursday at 7:30 on CoastTV.
Stop! Don't buy that boat till you visit Rooney Marine's Open House Sales Event, February 12th through the 22nd. Huge inventory and lower pricing than all regional boat shows. Plus, free service contract with every boat purchase. Rooney Marine's Open House Sales Event. Don't miss it.
Prominent property on Route 1 in Cave Neck and Milton is for sale. It's called Chapel Farm Site. It's approved to have over 100 residential units, plus a drive-through and 2 commercial buildings. It's where the Smokin' D's barbecue was and the Shed Crazy store. That property is listed, get this, at $9.95 million. President Trump wants the U.S. to effectively match the tariffs other nations impose on U.S. goods. He also says the Fed should cut interest rates, but some analysts don't believe that will happen when the board meets in March. Still ahead, staying quiet on chronic health, what a new study reveals about disclosing those conditions with employers. Stay with us on Coast TV News Midday.
Looks like this guy's a child pornographer.
You want to make a deal with the devil. This guy is a scumbag.
We have a chance to take down an entire ring of pedophiles.
We need to talk.
SVU, tonight on NBC and Peacock.
Do you have stains in your carpet that won't come out? You need Horsepower Bullshot, the all-new hands-free carpet cleaner and deodorizer. Just spray, and the stain and odor go away. Got pet messes? This black light shows a urine stain is gone in just seconds. The advanced foam action formula penetrates deep to emulsify and neutralize stains and odors. It erases blood stains, makeup, juice, coffee, and more. For older and tougher stains, just give it a little rub and watch as Bullshot works its magic. Red wine spills? They're no problem for Bullshot. And watch up close as burnt bacon grease stains are obliterated right before your very eyes. Get Horsepower Bullshot for only $19.99. But wait, due to rising costs, this may be your last chance to get yours. And there's a strict limit of 3 at this low price. So don't wait. Order now.
Call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com. So call 1-800-693-6210 or visit buybullshot.com now.
Have you ever felt leg pain, restlessness, cramps, tingling, swelling, numbness, itchiness, or coldness? Then you need the new, clinically proven Legzercise Pro. the natural circulation booster that uses continuous automatic leg movement to soothe pain and promote healthy circulation the natural drug-free way.
After using Lasercise for a week, I felt like I wanted to go for a walk again without pain like I used to.
Lasercise Pro's patented walking simulator propulsion technology moves your feet back and forth along its concave track, creating constant movement and flex at both the knee and ankle joints. It's like having a physical therapist right in your own home.
It's helped with the swelling and the pain. The tingling feeling is gone.
Call right now and order your very own Lasercise Pro, the clinically proven automatic leg mover that soothes pain and naturally promotes healthy circulation. Call now.
Nearly 60% of U.S. workers have chronic health concerns, and many of them are keeping quiet about the matter. According to a new study, a majority of workers with these conditions haven't officially disclosed the information to their employers for fear those health problems could hurt their career goals. The longtime second-in-command at the National Institute of Health has abruptly retired. Dr. Lawrence Tabak announced his retirement as the agency's deputy director in an email. He said his retirement is effective immediately.
Dense fog in Sussex County right now. Not as bad on the Spicer Brothers camp in Salisbury. That fog will lift with time this afternoon. It gets breezy and mild, then sharply colder with sunshine as we go into your Valentine's Day, and then more rain for the upcoming weekend. Call the CoastTV First Alert Weather Phone, another way to get your forecast. Sponsored by Brockstead Mandalis Federico. Your 10-day forecast is next.
DSN Plus is more action. 4 additional live stream games every weeknight and full replays on demand. DSN Plus is more local. 5 live games every weeknight, showcasing high school showdowns and regional rivalries across Delmarva. DSN Plus is more access. Watch on your mobile devices, and remember, DSN is still free over the air and on cable. But get more with DSN Plus, just $6.99 a month. Download the Delmarva Sports Network app from your app store today.
You need to lose weight, but you hate lugging out that big blender for a healthy shake. Hi, Chef Daniel Green here with my Bionic Blade, the new handheld blender that's rechargeable, so you can make a fast, healthy shake anywhere. Designed like this shake bottle you take to the gym, it has the motor and blades built right into the lid. Bionic Blade quickly creates smooth drinks just like the big blenders. But this is portable, so you can make a shake anywhere. Make pina coladas right by poolside. Even grind coffee beans and make a quick, refreshing iced coffee pick-me-up on the go.
Get the Bionic Blade for just $29.99, and we'll even ship it to you free. But wait, order now and get 2 sipping lids, a second large blender container, plus the sports lid. Yours free. You'll get this entire portable blending system for just $29.99. Call or click now.
To order, call 1-800-709-7148 or go to buybionicblade.com. So call 1-800-709-7148 or you can order online at buybionicblade.com.
Every story that we do, number one, it affects us as well because we live here and this is our community as well. A lot of times in the media in general, there are stories that are put out that maybe are not the most popular. Maybe people don't want us to do certain stories, or maybe people question, why are we doing those stories? But I just want our viewers to realize that there is a motivation for every story that we do. Our longtime owner, Mr. Thomas Draper, had a saying that we have a moral obligation to serve the people of Delmarva. And that saying really still rings true to this day in how we make our news coverage decisions. It doesn't necessarily mean the stories that we cover will be the most popular. Some people don't want light to be shed on those stories. But I hope viewers can understand there is a motivation for everything that we do, because at our core is the belief that we have that moral obligation to serve them, to give them news that is important to their communities, that could help them on their day-to-day activities. That is something that we always live with, and we have that through line through all of our work. And I just hope people can understand that is really what motivates us to get through every single story we do.
Coast TV, our community, your news.
We still have a dense fog advisory until noon for Sussex County, and make sure you use your low beam headlights. Visibility could be less than a half mile at times. That fog lifts this afternoon, maybe a few peaks of sun and highs in the low 50s. Then a cold front comes through, turning sharply colder. 28 tomorrow morning. Paul Davis 10-day forecast. 39 cold on Valentine's Day, but at least it'll be sunny. Rain returns later Saturday into Sunday. A yellow alert 61 for maybe over an inch of rain, and then cold next weekend. Oh no, Matt, maybe another rain or snowstorm on Thursday.
All right, thanks, Bob, and thank you for being with us on Coast TV News Midday. For more news and local weather, download our Coast TV News app, and don't forget to join us later for Coast TV News at 5. Until then, have a great Thursday, everybody.